Lionel Messi fighting with Xavi, Xavi fighting with Barcelona's president. Ladies and gentlemen, Xavi spilling out the truth on Lionel Messi, almost, if not 99% done of rejoining Barcelona back in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest news that came out this entire month, probably this entire year for Barcelona. Let's not waste any time. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Xavi just went on an interview and dropped a goddamn, oh my god. Lionel Messi back to Barcelona was a done deal after the World Cup won by Argentina. 2022, by the way. It was done. We also had La Liga's green light and Messi wanted to return, but Laporta stopped the signing. Oh my god, you know what? Laporta, you have my vote. You got my vote as a Real Madrid fan. You have my vote, my president. Thank God. Thank God Lionel Messi did not join back in 2023, man. As a Real Madrid fan, right after him winning the World Cup, him going to Barcelona and winning domestic goddamn trebles, winning trophies with Barcelona right after the World Cup pain that I went through as a Real Madrid fan? Absolutely not. He also said, Laporta told me if Leo came back, there would be a wage war, and he couldn't afford that. He told the newspaper, right? He also said that Lionel Messi will never return to FC Barcelona simply because Joan Laporta doesn't want it. It's not because of La Liga or because of Messi's father is asking for money. That's all a lie. It's Laporta who's telling the camp that the club cannot afford him. Ladies and gentlemen, that is genuinely your answer in my opinion. I think Xavi is telling the truth somewhat in this interview, right? Because you have to be honest, Barcelona doesn't have money. They cannot bring back Messi. And why in the world would Xavi bring back Messi? I know Messi hasn't lost a single step. I'm watching MLS, I'm watching Lionel Messi's games. I've been reacting to his goals on my Instagram as well, you should check it out. Lionel Messi is just as good as ever in my opinion. But his age is coming up to him. Right after winning the World Cup, I believe his motivation is down as well. I think him being in Inter Miami is the best option for Barcelona and Real Madrid, because we don't get to see get traumatized yet again, but for Barcelona, that they're focusing on the younger talent in my opinion. And even Lionel Messi's camp last night came out and confirmed that everything Xavi said about Lionel Messi's return to Barcelona in 2023 was true. Damn! He almost rejoined Barcelona. The truth is coming out little by little, and there is still more to be revealed. Messi is already aware of Xavi's interview and he validates Xavi's version. That is unbelievable. The fact that Messi's team came out and legitimized everything that Xavi has said in that interview just tells you that, okay, Xavi is spitting some truth and he is not lying in this scenario in my opinion. Because Lionel Messi, he wanted to come back, he loves the club, we all know that. Just recently he went to the Camp Nou just to walk around and take pictures and just take it in, man, without telling anyone, without letting anyone know that he's coming, right? He just went to it because he loves Barcelona. We cannot disregard that. We know that he loves Barcelona. A lot of Barcelona fans have turned on Messi during their years, saying that, oh, you don't care, you care about money, you care about whatever, that's why you want to enter Miami. But now I don't think Barcelona fans want him back in Barcelona anyways, because the project they are building with the younger people who press, track back, they're younger, they're more hungry, that is better than Lionel Messi coming back to Barcelona and obviously using the wages and the money and lose a lot of money just because you want to see a Lionel Messi returning back to Barcelona, right? And ladies and gentlemen, everyone is tweeting this right here. Lionel Messi in 2023, I will not return to Barca, I'm going to enter Miami. That's what he said as well. It's like his camp came out just saying and accepting what Xavi is saying, but him at 2023 said that he's not going to return to Barca, I'm going to enter Miami. I wanted to come back, I was excited, but after what happened when I left, I didn't want to be in a situation like that again. I heard that they had to sell more players or reduce their salary to sign me, and I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to be responsible for that, nor have something to do with it. I mean, Lionel Messi came out back in 2023 and said that, so I don't know how they wanted to sign him back in 2023 and there was a green light and all of that. I don't understand that really. Is Xavi lying? Is Messi lying? I don't know who's lying here. Because they ask Laporta himself, right? Everyone's firing shots. Xavi is firing shots at Laporta, and he broke his silence, saying what happened with Messi. When we couldn't renew Messi's contract, the reason was purely economic, because we weren't able to fit his contract into the club's budget due to difficult financial situation at the time. In 2023, Xavi came to me and said that he has spoken with Messi and that the player wanted to return. Okay, yup. He asked me to prepare the contract. I sent it to Messi's father, and that was around mid-March. But in May, Messi's father came and told me that the return wouldn't be possible and they preferred to go to Inter Miami. So I told them that I completely respect their decision because in the end, it's their decision. Now I don't know who to trust here. Laporta is saying that Messi's father didn't accept the offer. Xavi is saying nope, they accepted the offer, but Laporta is the one that didn't accept the offer. Who to trust here? I genuinely don't understand, man. I think Laporta, either way, Barcelona is the biggest winner here, either way, with everything that happened. Because, again, if Lionel Messi came back to Barcelona, would we have the project that Barcelona currently has? Last year winning the domestic treble, Xavi obviously being a big reason on why Barcelona have the team that they have right now. He bought most of the players, the key players, the Rafinhas, he brought in Lamine Yamal, and I believe he brought in Pedri as well. I'm not sure about that, it was a common era, but he brought in a lot of players, right? Now La Liga's president even came out with a statement just 3 hours ago. He came out and said La Liga did not authorize anything regarding Lionel Messi's return to Barcelona in 2023. Now this is just looking so bad for Xavi in my opinion, and Lionel Messi's camp. Because if La Liga's president is coming out and saying that everything that was mentioned is a lie, then I mean the Liga's president is literally the one that you need to approve. He needs to give you the approval for you to sign Lionel Messi. That's how things work in La Liga, right? But they haven't heard anything of it. He didn't authorize anything. So what Xavi is saying is just BS at this point. And is Lionel Messi's camp just coming out just to cover up that they needed more money and went to Inter Miami and just agreeing with Xavi here? It just doesn't make sense. Because if La Liga's president is saying this, that's the only person you can actually rely on in my opinion. I know he doesn't look like a reliable person right there. And considering everything that is happening in La Liga, all the goddamn corruption in referees and everything, you don't trust the brother. But he is the only one that can genuinely tell you what actually happened, right? And him saying that he did not authorize anything regarding Lionel Messi and he's not aware of anything, I mean, that's your proof right there. Maybe Xavi is lying. I don't know, maybe Lionel Messi's camp are lying, I genuinely don't know, man. And the fact that, ladies and gentlemen, Laporta came back with the smoke, saying that I understand that Xavi might be hurting because Flick achieved victories with the same player that Xavi was defeated alongside. Oh, this brother has burned him. And he said that I understand this feeling about that, but what pains me is that I allowed himself to be used, and in seeking into harm me, he attacked someone from my inner circle, Alejandro. That brother Alejandro, I believe what happened with the Alejandro brother he's talking about is that Alejandro said and went to the Barcelona dressing room. That's what Xavi said, that he went to the Barcelona dressing room back in when Xavi was in charge, and said that he told a lot of the players like Rafinha, Sergio Roberto, he told them that Xavi is going to sell you guys. Basically just ruining the dressing room in goddamn Barcelona, right? Again, this is all rumors that Xavi or that happened or Xavi said that, because Xavi himself said it, right? But anyways, that is the news, ladies and gentlemen, man. That's all the stances if you want to look at it as well. I don't know what's happening, but either way, Laporta, in my opinion, is a good thing for Barcelona. I think Laporta is moving smart. I think Laporta is playing chess. He is genuinely playing chess. Laporta is the key figure on the return of Barcelona. Since he took over Barcelona back in 2021, the brother has done nothing but elevate the team year in and year out, in my opinion. Sure, he doesn't get the players that Barcelona wants because of the budget. Is he lying about the budget? Does Barcelona actually have budget? I don't know about that. But Laporta, just the way he changed this team, got the players, he got Xavi obviously. Xavi being a huge part on Barcelona's return as well, in my opinion. Xavi who brought in the players, he trusted Xavi, he begged Xavi to come back to Barcelona and coach them. That's what he did. And then obviously he was a transitional manager for him to go out of Barcelona and bring in Hansi Flick. And look at what they are in right now, man. If he brought in 2023 Lionel Messi, I don't think it would have been the best in my opinion. They need the money, they need the wages, spread out the wages, invest it in the youth in my opinion. And that's what Laporta has been doing. I don't know who's lying, who's the truth here, but Barcelona fans, I always ask you guys, would you love a Lionel Messi back at Barcelona? Obviously your answer is yes, but right now do you need him? A lot of you guys always tell me, no, we don't need him, thank you for your service, but we don't need him, we need to focus on the future. But I don't know, man. I think Laporta did the right job in my opinion. He did the right job. Obviously I'm a Real Madrid fan saying that. I didn't want Messi to traumatize me, but I think he did the right job. If I put myself in Barcelona fans' shoes, I would say that Laporta is the right man for the job. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I uploaded 2 videos tonight. That's the first time in this channel's history, fam. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down, say every single comment. And gracias, amigos.